Weezer Season Spring EP. Let's chat about it. Hey guys, what's going on? John here from What's Spinning. Here tonight to chat about this latest EP from Weezer, Los Angeles based alternative rock legends. A band that say that I have incredibly mixed feelings on, very complicated feelings on, would be an understatement. I mean, look, I'm not even going to sit here and talk about the Blue Album and Pinkerton anymore. I mean, you know it by now. They're both genre-defining albums, especially when it goes further mid-90s and alternative rock. These are legendary albums that everybody's heard of for a reason, and most of you have listened to as well. What followed, though, is a long period of albums that I've never been into, and it's been really hard to listen to. I mean, the Green Album I always thought was so underwhelming, even though it took so long to record. Was never a big Maladroit guy. My God, I hate my teenage self for actually liking Make Believe. The Red Album, I mean, I've always enjoyed Pork and Beans, even to this day, but it's such a bloated album, and I don't want to even think about Ratitude. It was a long time before I started enjoying anything that Weezer was doing once again. However, for a while, I thought they were back on the up and up. I've always thought Hurley gets a lot of flack for no reason. That album's pretty damn good, actually. I've always thought Everything Will Be Alright in the End is really underrated. Oh, also, the White Album. It's really good. Around that time, I was feeling comfortable being a Weezer fan again. I was actually enjoying a lot of their music. I saw them live around this time and was really happy with their performance. Oh, but God. I mean, but then they get right back on track again with these terrible releases. I mean, have you heard Pacific Daydream? And their Teal album covers album, I've always thought this more bad than good. I'm still kind of having nightmares over their cover of Paranoid. Not very good. But because this is Weezer and I have very conflicting thoughts on the band, last year showed them do something really classy and OK Human. It's actually a really great little journey into Baroque pop. It's really pretty good. They should have left it there, though, because Van Weezer is pretty freaking bad. Weezer just don't seem to know when to quit when they're ahead, which is why about a month or so ago, when they revealed that they're going to be releasing 4 EPs this year to, sort of come along with the change of the seasons, good God, did that ever get me worried. But this season's one, though, that's out right now, come on, guys. This isn't that bad. Angels on Vacation? I really like this. It's sweet on the ears, it's upbeat, and I love the positive vibes around this. There's a lot of that on this entire EP. It makes me want to get out of the house and live life. I mean, I'm a winter boy at heart. Maybe you've realized the beard, but honestly, this has me kind of pumped for the spring. I don't know, it gets me in a really good mood, and I needed this right now. And the fact that it's from Weezer isn't that bad either. It reminds me a lot of what I enjoyed about the White Album. I actually really like a little bit of Love too, even though if this kind of sounds like, I don't know, Weezer at their absolute most cheesiest, I think they could rock it though. I mean, if you don't have that in you right now, trust me, I get it. We've been through a lot with Weezer. I really do get it, but I actually kind of like this a lot. It is an ultra cheesy ballad, and Rivers has certainly wrote a lot of those in his day. But this track fills my heart with a lot of love, puts a smile on my face. This isn't bad. The sound of the drums is honestly freaking adorable. Sue me, it really is, and it just felt with so much love and joy. Sue me if I like that. Also, it has that nice crunchy power pop riff that, comes along with a lot of Weezer's stuff, and I like that too. Like I said, if you think this is a little bit much from a band that's been a little bit much for quite some time, trust me, I get it. Skip the EP. But this makes me feel good, and a lot of this EP actually does. All This Love is pretty good too. It's the peppiest track here for sure. It reminds me a lot of Everything Will Be Alright in the End, and I think Wild at Heart is my favorite track here. I love the catchy riff, I love the breezy verses, this chorus is great too. And yeah, you can argue this sounds like a track that Weezer has wrote probably 40 times, but I can assure you those other 39 times weren't this good, or at least 37 of those times. This is fine. I actually think it comes off better than it should. That's not to say that this EP does get a little too much at times. I mean, this is a strong swing of an EP. I do think they missed the mark though at the end. Opening night, this is certainly not the intro that I was hoping for. It's terrible. I mean, yes, it has a very warm, very sweet atmosphere. I actually like that a lot. But it's mostly the lyrics here. I think this just is a little too much. Like, trust me, all those other tracks are so much better than this. But also, I feel like this track is kind of how everybody is taking this entire EP. And if this EP is too much for you, trust me, I get it. And honestly, I think the Garden of Eden is the worst track here by far. Some of these lines, I don't even think they wanted to write them. It's goofy as sin, and it doesn't have the big hook to back it up either, which wraps up this EP. But honestly, overall, for something that could have been absolutely god awful, it had all the right to be. I don't really think it's that bad. As a matter of fact, most of this EP is pretty good. It's just very warm and breezy. Perfect time for the warmer weather incoming. It makes you want to get outside, live life. It's just filled with a lot of love at the end of the day. A lot of good vibes. And sue me if I needed that right now, but I kind of did. It's very full of life and breezy and sweet on the ears and just, I don't know, it's making me happy. And no, it's not perfect. It's when this EP gets bad, it's really bad. It's like Weezer at their worst bad. But overall, I don't hate this, and I really hope you guys don't either. I'm feeling a light 7 on it. But let me know what you guys think down below. If you like the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe, and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. Until next time, have a great day, guys.